matter. My entire thing with this stupid statue is that it's 2 stories tall, and B, no, you can't just make this abstract thing that looks like dog droppings or perhaps human droppings in San Francisco, but because nobody would know what that meant. If you can't just make something that you have to explain. It's not like abstract art you put in a gallery. This is like a public art that's supposed to be a monument to Martin Luther King on Martin Luther King Day, and you make it so abstract that if you didn't sit there and explain it to everybody, nobody would know what it means. That's my thing. It's like, dude, you guys you wasted all this money, you wasted all this time, all these people. And for the record, we've watched. This is the most insulting thing, okay? So we're all talking about the price of eggs and the gas stove and all that argument right now, right? Which is incredibly despicable, especially considering how now we're dealing with this thing called trank, because fentanyl just wasn't enough. Now we have trank to deal with. But what's more offensive and what's more despicable than the price of eggs, inflation, and the gas stove stuff is the fact that for the last 3 years, we watch these crazy people destroy cities, vandalize entire blocks, tear down statues, and now we are replacing them with abstract art that we're just supposed to automatically love because some weirdo guy made a piece of poop that he says is supposed to be dedicated to Martin Luther King. They tore down these statues. They put up a 20-foot statue of George Floyd in Baltimore, I think. Was it Baltimore or Philadelphia? They put up this giant statue of George Floyd, and I don't know why a city that he wasn't even from is praising him like this patron saint of fentanyl that he is. And they're putting up paintings, murals of Greta Thunberg, and that's far more offensive. That these people have taken not only your time, or I guess maybe not your time, it didn't take me any time, but so much money to make these stupid things after they destroyed monuments for the last 3 years, and they're putting up their new regime monuments as ugly abstract art and a dope fiend and a little girl who didn't even finish school. Like, this is incredibly despicable, and it's all tied in, right? Like I said, just to bring it full circle with the stove thing, it's like, well, we don't want you to cook on a gas stove. Meanwhile, we can see Jill Biden cooking spinach on a gas stove. They want you to sit at home and microwave your bugs. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even be able to cook the bugs on a nice gas stove in a wok with some seasonings. You just put them in the microwave and eat soggy bugs. And it's all tied in together. I know it might feel like a Charlie Kelly conspiracy, but I promise you it's all linked together, and it's triggering, to say the least.